Hey there everyone, I'm Ashley Billington and you're watching the Campfire. Our Inside High School Sports Show, we break down districts from across the Metroplex. There are some good teams coming at you in this district. These are the teams that you'll be seeing after the 2020 realignment.
Allen, Denton-Braswell, Denton-Guyer, Little Elm, McKinney, McKinney-Boyd, and Prosper.
You can vote on the team that you'll think will take the district crown in this district on our Twitter account. It's at IHSSGFW.
District 5-6A trivia question. What is the name of Cole Beasley's debut rap single that was released in 2017? A. 80s Stings, B. Hot Boys Summer, C. The Autobiography, or D. Bills, Bills, Bills?
Do you think you have the correct answer to that trivia question? Go anywhere you can find the Campfire on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube and leave a comment with the correct answer. Also, if you're a podcast person, the Campfire comes in podcast form. Go to Apple iTunes or Spotify to listen to our entire Inside High School Sports catalog. Now it's time for the film session, presented by your local North Texas Geico agents.
5-6A is a power district with several teams that can make long playoff runs, and even some state title contenders. Allen graduated quarterback Raylan Sharp, but has taken in 2 transfers, Parker Wells from Saxe and General Booty from California, to compete for that spot. Whoever wins that competition will have 2 Division I type receivers to throw to and twin wideouts, Bryson and Blaine Green. The Eagles will once again be favored to go far in the postseason. But as far as a district title goes, they will have more than one strong opposition. Denton-Guyer introduces Rodney Webb and his offensive mind as the Wildcats' second ever head coach, replacing John Walsh. Webb takes over a team with loads of talent, including quarterback Eli Stowers, who's coming off a major knee injury. The senior hopes to be ready by at least district play, and if he is, the Wildcats could make another run at a state title game. KJ Liggins will emerge as Stowers' go-to guy, and on defense, Deuce Harmon is a lockdown corner. Don't count out Prosper as well. The Eagles made it all the way to the regional semifinals before losing to Rockwall. Jackson Berry returns at quarterback, and Tyler Bailey will be his main target out of the backfield. Between Allen, Guyer, and Prosper, there will be a definite power struggle at the top, but we can't forget about Denton-Braswell, who's new to 6A. The Broncos bring back electric wide receiver Cam Smith, who helped Braswell go 2 rounds deep in the 5A playoffs last year. The Broncos should make a run at that last playoff spot. McKinney-Boyd is in their second season under Joe McBride as they try to gain traction in the district, and the McKinney Lions will Little Elm moves up from 5A and will look to pull off a win or 2 in district play.
Some really good teams in this district, which means there are some really good players. The North Texas Honda dealers want to recognize the players on the rise, those players destined to lead their team to victory.
Cornerback Deuce Harmon is a big-time athlete for Denton-Guyer. Team all-district in 5-6A and became a 4-star recruit. He played his second season on varsity and has a career total 90 tackles, 20 pass breaks, and 5 interceptions. Harmon is going into his senior year with the Wildcats and hopes to take them back to the state title game. Allen's junior wide receiver Bryson Green is ready to try and take Allen to another state title game in 2020. Green is a part of a dynamic offense the Eagles have put together that includes his twin brother Blaine, who's committed to Oklahoma State. Green had 36 receptions in 2019 for 503 yards. Look for him to come up big in the upcoming season. Denton-Guyer quarterback Eli Stowers had his season ended short of winning a state championship. Tearing his ACL in the title game, fans were pessimistic that he would return for his senior season with the Wildcats. Stowers has said he will be ready to go come game time though. In his second year on varsity, Stowers put up big numbers, passing for almost 3,000 yards and rushing for another 1,166. Stowers also had 47 touchdowns in the 2019 season. Defensive end Jonathan Jones was a big piece of the defense. In 2019, Jones had 55 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, and 4 pass breaks. With 27 college offers, look for him to be making his commitment soon on where he'll be taking his talent. Going into his senior season, Cam Smith is hoping he and Denton Braswell can take a piece of the pie in their first season in 6A, finishing in the second place spot in 7-5A Division 2. Braswell has a big jump to make and will rely on Smith to help with the offense. In his junior year, Smith had 76 receptions for 1,259 yards and 15 touchdowns.
And those players are great on the gridiron, but do you know somebody from the high school sports team doing great in your community? Nominate them for the North Texas Honda Dealers Helpful Heroes. A player, coach, or team going that extra mile in your area to do some good. To nominate, go to ihsshelpfulheroes.com. Now it's time for our Media Day segment where we talk to the coaches about their teams and their new district.
Hey there, everyone. I have the new head coach of Denton Guyer, Rodney Webb, on with me. Coach.
taken very seriously.
The North Texas Honda dealers recognize members of our high school sports community who take time out to be helpful heroes. Nominate a helpful hero today at ihs.com. The film session is brought to you by your local North Texas Geico agents. To find the office near you, go to geico.com/DFW. The District Breakdown is presented by GiveMeTheVIN.com. These teams make it look easy and is brought to you by your local North Texas Geico agents. Sell your vehicle. To find the
Now it's time for the District Breakdown, presented by GiveMeTheVIN.com. We have Inside High School Sports Insider Ryan Harris on to talk more about this district with us. Ryan, over to you.
Thanks, Ashley. The new District 5-6A is loaded with talent from top to bottom. 4 teams will make the playoffs and 3 will miss out. The race for the final playoff spot could come down to the last week of play with so many talented teams in one district. Let's take a look at how it might all shake out, and we'll start with one of the most recognizable high school programs in America. The Allen Eagles failed to make an appearance in the state semifinals for the first time since 2011 after a heartbreaking 60-59 loss to Rockwall in the second round last fall. Allen loses dynamic quarterback Raylan Sharp, but 2 quarterbacks have transferred into the program to compete for the starting job. General Booty comes to Allen from California, and former Saxe quarterback Parker Wells will compete for the job as well. Whoever takes over at quarterback will have 2 explosive receivers to throw to. Twins Bryson and Blaine Green are 2 of the top receivers in the Metroplex, and they'll make the quarterback's job easier with their playmaking skills. Jordan Johnson is back at running back for the Eagles, and he'll get to run behind plenty of returning talent on the offensive line as well. I expect Allen to take the district championship, but the question is, how deep will the playoff run be? Allen's now in a district with another perennial power in the DFW area in Denton-Guyer. The Wildcats made a run to the 6A Division II state championship game a year ago, but lost to Austin Westlake after quarterback Eli Stowers left the game with an injury. Stowers is a 4-star Texas A&M commit, and his health will play a big part in how successful Guyer is in 2020. Knox Boyd and Gabe Blair are back to lead an offensive line tasked with protecting Stowers, and 3-star recruit KJ Liggins is back at wide receiver as well. The defense returns tons of production, and they're led by cornerback Deuce Harmon, who will head south to College Station with Stowers for college ball. Florida State commit Jordan Eubanks will lead the linebacking corps, and Baylor commit Cooper Lands will anchor the defensive line. Denton-Guyer could very well win this district with so much talent returning from a squad that won 14 games a year ago, but it'll all depend on the health of Eli Stowers. Another team that fell to Rockwall in the playoffs last year was the Prosper Eagles. Prosper burst onto the scene behind quarterback Jackson Berry and wide receiver Tyler Bailey, both of whom are back this season. San Diego State commit Cameron Harpole returns at tight end, and Prosper should have one of the more potent offensive attacks in this district. An impressive linebacking corps will anchor the defense for the Eagles, led by Rice commit Aiden Ciano and Tulsa commit Mason Jolly. I expect a 3rd place finish and another playoff run out of this Prosper group in 2020. Denton Braswell is making the jump up to 6A after losing to Red Oak in the second round of the playoffs in 5A last year. The Bengals really get thrown in the deep end in this competitive district, and they'll have to learn how to swim fast. Tristan McClary figures a step in at quarterback, and he'll have plenty of talent to throw to. Oklahoma State commit Cam Smith will lead the group, and Jacqueline Carter and Jacob Hernandez are talented targets as well. Top recruit Eric Cade returns to lead an offensive line. The team was elated to learn coach Cody Moore would be returning to the school, and I believe Moore will find a way to get his Braswell Bengals into the playoffs this season. McKinney defeated McKinney Boyd 10-7 on the last day of the regular season to sneak into the playoffs last year, and the Lions even won a playoff game. Can McKinney do the same this year? It helps that quarterback Samson Nazarko returns to lead the offense, along with running back RJ Carver. McKinney is losing a lot of production at wide receiver, and that will be a big question early on. On defense, 3-star defensive end Jonathan Jones will give opposing teams headaches, and Washington State commit Adrian Shepard is back at safety as well. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see McKinney make the playoffs, but I have them on the outside looking in right now. Another team with returning experience at quarterback is the Little Elm Lobos. The Lobos return junior quarterback John Mateer, who will be starting his 3rd season at quarterback for Little Elm. Jason Jackson and Josh Joseph are dynamic playmakers who are back from a tier to get the ball to. Jax Brown will lead the defense along with a solid linebacking core, and like Braswell, Little Elm is making the jump up from 5A to 6A and will quickly need to adjust in order to make the playoffs. That leaves me with the McKinney-Boyd Broncos. As I just mentioned, Boyd missed out on the playoffs last season after a close loss to McKinney and a 3-7 finish. The Broncos are losing a lot of production on offense, with the exception of the quarterback position. Carter Whitefield is back to lead the offense, but McKinney-Boyd will need more than a handful of playmakers to step up in 2020 if the Broncos want to make the playoffs. Now for my player and team to watch in District 5. My team to watch is the Prosper Eagles. I think it could be a big year for Prosper, with so much returning production from a team that went on a deep playoff run last year. Prosper defeated the Woodlands before bowing out against Rockwall, and getting the experience of playing those quality teams in the playoffs could really pay off in 2020. My players to watch are Allen receivers Bryson and Blaine Green. Now, I'm a twin myself, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity to select Bryson and Blaine as my players to watch. That's not to mention that the Green Twins will be playing their college ball at my alma mater, Oklahoma State. Aside from that, these two have a deep duffel bag and both will need to dig deep this season if Allen's to make another deep playoff run. We saw a great play from receivers in Rockwall's 60-59 triumph over Allen in the playoffs last year, and now it's time for the Green Twins to help Allen navigate another state championship run. That's all I've got for District 5, and it was fun as always. Back to you, Ashley.
Ryan, great insight as always. That's all we have for this episode of The Campfire. Come back every Monday for a new show. Until next Monday, follow our social accounts. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. That'll be bringing you original content all week long. Until next time, I'm Ashley Bullington, and thank you for watching The Campfire.